So back on the 1946 Dodge truck, and if you see all these different burn marks, those are all shrink marks from where I heated it with a torch and then hit it back down away from this side towards the other side. And right now it's not very straight. It got hit on the other side with 2x4s and concrete blocks and whatever they threw into this truck. So I wanted to practice some shrinking because I never did it before on this piece, which is probably the worst piece I have on the truck. I sandblasted this side and got rid of all the paint and a lot of the rust. You can see that the bottom where the bed laid on top of this this panel, it really rotted it out. So this is pretty much the worst of the bed parts. This is the one right behind the cab. See how bent up this tube is, and I think I'm just going to give up and cut the tube off and get a new piece of tubing. It's just 1 1/4 by 16 gauge tubing, so I'll just get another piece and weld it on. It'll be easier than trying to straighten this. It's just seeing too much damage. So I'm going to try to shrink this, and I'm not really that great at it. I just started, so we'll see if I can make it happen. You can see how rocked this is. If I push it all the way down, it's way up. Here it's fairly straight until it gets to here, and then it goes downhill by quite a bit. You can also see it's really humped in the middle, so let's see what we can do with that. So I'm going to heat up that spot. I haven't tried to use this torch yet. It's my first time, so looks like I'm not very hot. Get it to where it glows. Right about there. Put this down. Actually, I think I did do something because now the spot's over here. Before it was over there. And this way it's still humped up. But I need to do one over here because it's rocked that way. So it's getting straighter, and it moved down a little more even. So now I'm down into here. So I got to keep running a line all the way down. And you can kind of see how I worked it. But that's the extent of it. Here to show you with this. You can get it pretty straight that way. That's it for now. See how many times I had to heat shrink that in order to get it. I'm probably within about 1/4 inch maybe, or most places I'm within a 1/16 to an 1/8, but there's probably a 1/4 inch overall bend in it, and I still have to put the tubing on the top, and I decided I'm going to put a piece of 1/8 by 1 inch angle on the bottom, and then I'm going to tack weld it on and then solder it underneath so it's fully connected, and that should really stiffen that part. So I moved the bed about 1 1/4 inches towards the cab, and if you look over in the bed, you could see that the bolt holes were all moved. In fact, I think I probably need to move the bed probably maybe a 1/4 inch away from the cab now. I got a little bit too close. But I like it when it's closer. It looks a lot better than when it had that big 2-inch gap in there. So that's it for today.